Ебать, пацаны. Пацаны. Это пизда. Ебать.
In the early hours last night, drones targeted the monocrystal plant in Stavropol, Russia, resulting in a fire. According to Astra, this facility specializes in producing synthetic sapphire and is a key supplier of optoelectronic components for Russia's military-industrial complex. Synthetic sapphire is used in optical systems, protective elements of sensors and lasers, including military devices. It is also included in components for the aerospace, instrument making, and other high-tech industries, such as the military sector. During the night, local residents reported hearing at least 5 explosions and witnessing flashes in the sky above the city. A drone threat alert was promptly issued for the region. Shortly afterward, photos and videos shared on social media showed smoke rising directly above the plant. Last night in Stavropol, a drone attack was successfully repelled. Our electronic warfare systems suppressed the drones, and thankfully, no one was injured. Some windows were damaged at a social facility. All emergency services are acting on the site. The drone danger alert remains in effect throughout the region, the city's mayor stated. As Astra pointed out, in May 2025, local media reported that JSC Monocrystal faced the risk of failing a state defense contract and potential prosecution for embezzlement of millions, underscoring the company's involvement in Russia's state defense industry. Earlier this morning, the Russian Ministry of Defense claimed that overnight, 22 Ukrainian drones had reportedly been shot down over the Rostov region, and 3 more over Stavropol Krai. Last night, strike drones attacked the territory of the Arzamas instrument building plant, a facility specializing in the production of aviation and space components. The cyber corps of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine attacked one of the largest private internet service providers that provide services to Russian security forces. The Babel media outlet reported this, citing its sources in intelligence. Phalanco Group, a large internet and hosting service provider with over 20,000 customers, including Beeline, MGTS, 24TV, and Russian security forces, was attacked. As a result, 600 virtual machines, 24 hypervisors, 800 terabytes of data, 11 physical servers, 74 disassemblers for remote data center monitoring, and 12 terabytes of sensor data, 5 physical servers in the office, and 5 terabytes of data on them were destroyed. In addition, 3 100 switching equipment devices were taken out of service, including 37 service routers, core routers, and network boundaries. In addition, cyber specialists of the Ukrainian intelligence service zeroed out the wallets in the company's personal account to the tune of $1.3 million. The specialists also hacked a website selling alarm suitcases for Russian security forces, publishing photos of the destroyed Russian invaders in Ukraine on the main page of the resource. In late July, as a result of a successful special operation, cyber specialists of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine gained full access to servers with all the documentation of the occupation authorities of Crimea. Within 2 days, 100 TB of data and documents were downloaded. Among the documents were classified data on military facilities and logistics supply routes of the occupation forces on the peninsula. A glimpse into the Russian mind. A Russian says European countries and the US should just become a part of Russia because life in Russia is so much better.
There will just be Russian flags everywhere, and everything will be Russia, and everything will be wonderful.
That is, Russians will be swimming in the fountains of Paris, Lyon, Marseille, Bordeaux.
The French will become Russians, French administrative district. Everything will be fine with us.
Where does this attraction to France, Germany, Poland, and other countries come from? Why can't we just stick to ours?
It's just a pity because I see that they have quite a lot of internal problems. That's why I suggest they join the Russian Federation.
And will the French, Germans, and Americans want to join?
Well, whether they want to or not, ordinary people will want to. But as for their corrupt government, I don't know.
Well, that is, we can offer them high pensions, salaries, social guarantees, all of that.
We can offer all this and even more.
And they don't have this?
They don't have it to the same extent as we do. In principle, they still have room to grow to reach us.
Russian propagandists hint that Russia has allegedly developed another new weapon, apart from the Oreshnik.
Since the time of the Cuban Missile Crisis, we probably have not made any attempts to place Russian missiles near the United States of America. Should we expect military bases to appear in Venezuela, Nicaragua, or Cuba?
It is absolutely wrong and irresponsible for me to name specific points or geographic regions.
But in this sense, our hands are untied.
We always have many options on the table and we never roll anything out in advance.
As for Oreshnikov,
Well, yes.
in fact, it happened simultaneously. Putin's announcement that Oreshnik in Syria will soon appear in Belarus, the exit from this moratorium. Well, these things are interconnected.
Well, of course.
Largely about Oreshnik.
Hazel, yes, but there is also something else, so we haven't wasted time.
Is there another one that is unnamed?
I cannot name what I am not supposed to name, but there is.
Occupied Crimea is preparing for a long-term mobile internet outage due to the destruction of radar stations and other important facilities. On Monday, August 11th, the occupation authorities announced a possible long-term shutdown of the mobile internet due to attacks on Russian facilities in Crimea. In order to counter enemy attacks and ensure the safety of citizens in Crimea, mobile internet may be disconnected for a long period, the occupation administration said. They clarified that cellular communication and cable internet providers will work as usual. At the same time, the self-proclaimed government of Crimea said that mobile internet would be cut off randomly for several hours or even days, allegedly to protect against drone attacks. According to them, similar measures are already being taken in more than 60 regions of Russia. To connect to the internet, it is recommended to use city, office, and home lines, as well as Wi-Fi, except for anonymous networks. Voice and SMS communications will continue to work stably via regular cellular channels, the statement said. It is also noted that temporary mobile internet outages in Russia have become regular in recent months. In July alone, residents of different regions of the Russian Federation faced such restrictions at least 2,099 times, which was the highest figure for the entire period of observation, according to the online project On the Connection, which collects user complaints and checks them with technical means. According to the project, from January to April, only isolated cases of outages were recorded. In May, when the Russian authorities began regularly jamming mobile networks, the number of complaints increased to 69. In June, there was a sharp jump to 662 cases. And in July, the figure exceeded the June value 3 times. Ukrainian forces have destroyed a stationary tracking radar complex, TRLK-10, Scala M, in the temporarily occupied Crimea. The Defense Intelligence of Ukraine hit radar stations located in protective domes on the top of Petri. Ukrainian observers also found out that a drone of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine hit a Russian radar from the latest S-500 air defense system in temporarily occupied Crimea.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comments section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.